Hey guys, welcome to another amazing episode of Trending. I'm your host as always. My name is Nancy Isime, and of course Trending is brought to you by Airtel. On this show we bring you everything and everyone that is trending. But before we go into the business of the day, allow me to take a short break. But when I come back, I'll be unveiling who my guest is today. Stay with me, guys. Welcome back, guys. On today's show, I have with me a beautiful model and actress. Allow me to introduce to you Adunni Ade. Hey. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm good. Good to have you on the show. As you guys can see, we almost dressed to match, like black and gold. What? I walked into the store, I was like, what? We're actually dressed alike, but good to see you, and you look really good.
Thank you.
You
do too.
Thank you so much. Now tell us about your style. We'd like to know about, what inspired your clothes today, your shoes, which looks terrific, by the way. I have to buy one. Tell us about your style, really.
I don't know. I just envisioned the event in my head, and I just go for it. And I just wanted to look simple.
Okay.
And just a maxi dress and the gladiator sandals.
Okay.
Nothing too special.
Well, it looks really good. Looks
Thank
really
you.
good. Your hair as well, the whole vibes. It looks amazing.
Thank you.
Now let's talk about your career for a bit. You started your career in modeling. You debuted in the States, and you actually did runways and runway shows. You did editorial and prints. That's in 2006.
Correct.
Can you run us through that?
I started off in 2005 as a model.
Okay.
Runways and editorial and prints and things of that nature.
Okay.
That's been a long time ago.
Okay.
I also tried America's Next Top Model.
You did?
Yes.
How did that go?
Well, I did advance, but not too far because during the whole process, it wasn't terrible, but something personal happened to me that I had to drop out and not even pursue it. That something stopped me from going forward with it.
Okay, do you want to share that with us?
I got pregnant with my first son.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a thing of joy and a thing of blessing. So it's a good thing that it happened. Now, you entered the Nigerian entertainment industry in the year 2013, and you started with a YouTube channel and short films and skits. What are the challenges you faced at that time?
Not too many challenges, to be honest with you. I mean, I was raised here in Nigeria, so I have a whole lot of knowledge about Nigeria. And normally I would just, look up in the news and see what's going on in Nigeria, and then just make a little funny comedy skits out of it, or just do something that pertained to me or something that I could relate with, and also know that other people could relate with, and just put it out. And at first I took it as a joke. It was just something fun at that time, until 2013 when Said Balogo had contacted me. Yes. That's when I shot my first movie, You or I.
How did he contact you? How did you get that role though?
Well, it was a mutual friend. I have a gospel singer friend, Bumi, in Baltimore, Maryland, who was friends with him. I believe You or I was shot in different countries. And I think the part where he shot in America, he shot in Maryland. And one of the locations that he was at, he met Bumi. I think he used her house, I'm not for sure, as one of the locations. And she then contacted me, somehow linked us up, and that's how I got the role in You or I.
Wow, amazing. Now, in case you don't know, Adunni actually speaks fluent Yoruba. I walked into the studio and she was speaking Yoruba from like when she walked in to up to this moment where we had to roll camera. So do you want to tell us when you left Nigeria for the States, and how you were able to, because we know there are a lot of people who actually speak fluent Yoruba in the States who've never been to Nigeria. Was that your case?
No. I was born in Queens, but I came here as a child. And I learned it just like anybody else would learn their home language. And it was something that my grandmother taught me. And I was just around a whole lot of people.
But how has that helped you as an actor?
Well, I mean, you know about your culture. You're very knowledgeable about the culture, and it does help in certain roles and how you relate to certain characters given to you in a movie. So it does help a lot.
Do you see yourself doing more Yoruba movies, or have you ever done any, or do you think you at some point you would actually venture into one?
I actually do more of English movies
then.
I have only been featured in maybe 3 or 4
Okay.
Yoruba movies. I would
Okay.
love to do more. More Yoruba movies. But, you know, it seems like the English one is the one that I get more often, which is fine. Either way, whatever pays the bills.
Exactly, whatever pays the bills. Good, good. Now tell us about the movie project Schemas, where you featured alongside Ayo Animashaun. Tell us, I think it's meant to be released next month, if I'm not.
I'm not for sure. I know it was submitted for AFRI.
Okay.
The African Movie Festival. And we shot that not so long ago, a while ago. This year, earlier on this year. And
what should we be expecting from the movie?
It's a lot of thriller. It's a lot of suspense. A lot of hurt. A lot of love also.
Okay.
I mean, the love aspect triggers, you know, the hurt in the movie, being hurt by the loved ones. And a lot of deceit. But at the end of the day, a lot of messages has been passed across.
Amazing. What was it like working with Ayo Animashaun?
I have worked with Ike several times.
Many times, right? Okay.
Lisa Obadian. I'm sorry.
Omorojon, I think.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lisa. She's the producer.
Okay.
And Grace also. They both co-produced the movie.
Okay.
She also played a role in the movie
as
my sister, as my younger sister.
Okay.
Wale Ojo, DKD, Ayo Bona, and some others.
Okay. Well, we look forward to that. Hopefully, you'll be a blockbuster.
I hope so.
I hope so too. Now, what is your opinion? There's been this incident that actually really trended in the Nigerian social media scene, and that's the story about the Skibi's death and resurrection. And I know you know all about it. What is your opinion? Because a lot of people have said so many things. They've come up to say, okay, you know what? It was just, you know, misinformation. Nothing like that really happened. But people are not having it. What is your opinion?
To be honest with you, when I heard it, I don't know Skibi personally, and I didn't even know who Skibi was. You know, I've seen his face in the social media before, but I didn't know his name. I'm a huge fan of Casey and the whole 5-star family. I'm a huge fan of theirs. When I heard it, instantly, I don't know what it is. It touched me. But I felt it, and it was just heartbreaking because the day before, a young guy passed away in the whole Heathrow crash, in the helicopter crash. Now, Peter happened to be my junior back in secondary school. And he was a cool kid. Now, when I moved back to Nigeria, for some reason, I always thought about him. Like, I haven't seen Peter. Two and two did not click in my head that a very good friend of mine that we still went to secondary school together was good friends with him. And when it happened, it hurt me so much. And then when I heard Skip is dead, like, it was just so hurtful. Now, fast forward a couple of hours later, we hear he's not dead. And then, you know, pictures being brought out of him wearing the same exact outfit on this day 2 weeks ago prior to this situation. And yes, I mean, I'm not ashamed to say it, I was part of those who felt like, okay, what the heck is going on? And what kind of even hurt me more. Now, I don't have to know someone personally to feel for you.
True.
What I noticed is that people started attacking Linda KG. Some people even posted all sorts of things on Instagram, and I actually posted a picture. I took it after a while, but I left it on there to pass the message. You don't point fingers and start judging people. For her to have posted that story, that means there was a credible source that was given to her that yes, he did pass away. Now, just like everybody else, I am happy that he's not dead. And he gets to still live his life and still achieve his dreams. And to be honest, I wish him nothing but the best. Nothing but the best.
Amazing. Now, let us quickly talk about a recent development where yourself and Brian Okwara actually stunned on the cover of the latest issue of Trendy Fashion of LA Mode magazine, which is a fashion and lifestyle magazine.
Correct.
How did that happen? How did you guys get that gig, or how did you guys come together and say, what really transpired?
Well, I have no idea how he was contacted. He's a cool guy. But we had worked together on the project, on the movie So in Love that premiered months ago. But I didn't have that close relationship with Brian.
Okay.
I had not met him too many times prior to the project.
Okay.
But I was contacted, you know, to be featured on that.
The cover page.
Yes. And I wasn't even told about Brian until the day I got there and I saw Brian. And he's just an amazing kid. Like, he just keeps you laughing and smiling, and he makes everything so it's just smooth, and it was a great experience.
Amazing.
Shooting that with him.
Amazing. And you look totally fabulous in it. It was so beautiful. So beautiful. You're welcome. Now, you said let's talk about your personal life for a bit, and I know this is a very touchy-feely question, or touchy-feely part for you, but you've said in several interviews that you've never been married, and that the relationship with the father of your sons is not so smooth. Do you want to address that, hopefully for the last time, so people who don't know about it can get to know it's okay, you know what, this is it, and this is what it's about. So do you want to address that?
Okay, well, I don't like to refer myself to as a single parent, but it is what it is. That's pretty much what I do. I raise my kids by myself. I was in a relationship with the father for 8 years, and it didn't end well. And I just had to make that bold step of choosing my life and my children's life over being with him and risking my life. So I just chose to just let it be and let it just all die. Then at that time I was living in Kentucky. And I literally packed up everything that I had with my kids, and I relocated to Baltimore, Maryland. And this was back in 2013. Now, I moved to Baltimore in 2013, February, I believe, and I relocated to Nigeria in December. So I had to make that decision for myself to do something that is gonna make me happy, that's gonna make me be able to provide for my children. Not that I could not do that in the States, but I chose to come back here because either way you look at it, I'm still Nigerian. My father is Nigerian. Very true. I'm more familiar with the Nigerian culture because this is what I know. And I think people forget that. I mean, not to drift away from the question, people forget that I'm American, but I choose to embrace my Nigerian side, and I think they take that for granted, and it can be annoying at times, but hey. But myself and their dad.
Are you more American than you're Nigerian?
It just depends on the situation, to be honest with you. It depends. We all know America has a lot of freedom that can be, you know, having too much freedom does not necessarily mean something good. It can be abused sometimes? They do abuse it. Too much freedom they get abused a lot. And I just love the whole Nigerian culture, the whole Yoruba culture, the whole respect thing. It's a big one for me. Like, how you treat people matters a lot to me.
Good. Now, we know that your kids are actually actors, and you introduced them to the entertainment industry really early, and one of the movies premiering soon has your first son, where he played the lead character. Why did you choose to say, okay, you know what, I'm going to go into the entertainment industry, but I'm also going to bring my kids and introduce them to it as well?
Well, I have never pushed my son into acting. Damarian wanted to do this. To be honest, he actually asked if he could model because he says that I take a lot of pictures, and he wanted to do that. He said, "Mommy, I would like to model." I said, "Okay, cool." Derele had called me not too long after the whole conversation with him and said Ricky Sander needed a kid, and that could I go audition Marion to see if Marion was interested, and I asked him. He said fine, and he went there. There were tons of kids, like 50 kids. And he got the part. And he played the son to Benfica, and Mona Lisa was his mom. And I tried not to be on set. I just drop him off on set because I want him to be himself. And I would drop him off and leave. But when I come back, they're like, Adunni, he is wonderful. He gets his line on the first take. while the grown-ups are still, he's still like, he gets it.
Amazing.
And I have not seen the movie, but it's premiering by the end of this week.
Okay,
And
okay.
so I'm really excited.
Okay.
I think I'm more excited for
Than
him
he is.
than he is. I'm just so excited, and I'm so proud of him.
Amazing, amazing. So cool. Alright guys, let's watch the video of the day, but we'll be right back with more fun and more entertainment. Stay with us, guys. Welcome back to Trending. It is time for us to read some nasty comments that people have left for our guest Adunni Ade on social media. It is time for you to read nasty comments, and I know you're nervous about this, but trust me, it is nothing. It is absolutely nothing. I'm going to give this to you. You're going to read just about 3 comments and react to each of them.
AKA Christian said,
Okay.
she for do I'm like Kim K. West. She is naked. By the way, who is she? I am Adunni Ade. I think this comment had to do with a dress I wore for AMDCA.
Oh, okay.
The dress was made by Tiana Stalin, and to be honest with you, I love the dress.
That's all that matters.
That's it. I felt like I looked great in it, and I would rock it again if I had to. Anonymous said, "Dear Linda, is that her butt I see in the 4th picture? Biko, please. Biko, help me check. Madam, you won't be a household name no matter how many nude or near nude photos you take. You have a lot to learn from icons like Omotola and Genevieve."
Okay.
Alright. If that's what you feel. Having 2 kids like this, honey, you ain't gotta tell me nothing. I look good. Oh, my dang scalp. Kirko Banks said, "I never liked this lady for once. Moreover, waiting she dey act safe. How many movies she don't fit? She not even fine. Now only white she be. Attention seeker. Parkway. Yourself, Parkway. I don't do 39 movies. I never reached 2 years for Nigeria. And I've worked hard for it, So, I don't know, Kirko Banks. At least you still take notice me. One kind. If you feel say I know fine, in my head I find die. So as long as I love myself and how I look, and I'm happy with myself, I don't care what you say.
Oh, girl, preach!
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Ja.
Fix it, Jesus. You gotta fix nasty people, Lord. But thank you so much. You really handled it very well. I wasn't expecting all of those comebacks, but you gave it like it was hot. That's how we do. But thank you so much for coming on the show. I had so much fun with you, and it was so revealing with you. Thank you for sharing everything with us and sharing as much as you did on the show. And I wish you the very best. Very best.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Oh, I'm glad you did. I'm so glad. All right, guys. Next up is our top 5. Alright guys, that's all we can unfortunately take on the show today. Make sure to join the conversation. Follow us on Twitter at HipTv and on Instagram at Trending on HipTv. You can also follow me at Nancy Isime Official, and you can also watch us online at www.hiptv.tv. Till I see you next time, goodbye and take care.